It's an outcome more than 30 years in the making. Two people arrested and charged in the June 1988 murder of Miriam Rice. St. Joseph County investigators say George Kearney and Barbara Brewster are responsible for the young mother's horrific death near Pinhook Park. They say the two were in a relationship at the time. News Center 16's Kim Shine outlines the many details of this case. And Kim, you took an in-depth look at this long, cold case back in May. What is Miriam's family saying about the arrest tonight?
Well, Terry, I looked at this case as part of our Michiana Unsolved series, and Miriam's death, it rocked this entire South Bend community. But of course, right now, this is a time that her family has waited for. And new tonight, her widower, Jeffrey Rice, breaks his silence. Now, in a statement, he thanks all St. Joseph County investigators, and he wrote in part, "For our entire family, these arrests were a long-awaited step toward final justice. Our entire family is forever grateful to investigators and know that every ounce of their energy will now be dedicated to convictions and ultimate justice." And now here's a look at how the case unfolded. They're the confessions that help solve a 30-year murder investigation.
For a 6-year-old and a 7-year-old to be able to come forward, even though it's 30 years later, is probably one of the hardest things that I think anybody could ever do.
George Kearney and Barbara Brewster now facing felony murder charges in the death of 28-year-old mother Miriam Rice.
After 30 years, you must think that you're free, but that's not the case.
Paula and Robert, two of Brewster's children, spoke with St. Joseph County investigators. Paula, who was just 7 at the time, says they were all camping at Pinhook Park when her mom, George, and brother left for food. She says she later heard screaming. The three returned covered in blood, and she was told to burn their clothes. Her brother Robert, then 6, told investigators he was too scared to come forward sooner. He says he was in the van with the two suspects when Kearney smashed Miriam's head into the van and yelled at his mother to kill Miriam as he beat her. In March 2016, Kearney talked to investigators after getting many letters in jail from Paula.
It certainly piqued a little bit of more interest, and it led us in a direction to be able to find the other witness.
Kearney and Brewster blame each other for the actual killing. After the murder, Miriam's then-husband Jeff was subjected to rumors, but investigators say he was cleared long ago.
Jeff Rice had absolutely nothing to do with it, and in my opinion, not only did he lose a wife, a child, he lost part of himself in this.
And Kearney is in custody and awaiting court here in St. Joe County. Meanwhile, Brewster, she's awaiting extradition from Alabama. But the prosecutor's office wants to remind everyone that these still are just allegations until they are proven guilty. So live here in South Bend, Kim Shine, News Center 16.